live everywhere, I think. We had multiple issues. Hang on, Dawn's fixing it. Oh, I see now that's in that camera now.
That's why I was going to adjust the...
All right, but I think we're still good.
Yeah, we're still...
Okay. Let me tell y'all, before we even get into the Disney World stuff, there's got to be an easier way to go live. So what we do is I use Streamlab on the laptop, and it provides a stream horizontal and vertical. All right. So it sends it to YouTube horizontal, and then like to YouTube Shorts vertical. Well, for 1 week, it let us also go to TikTok. Well, then for whatever reason, it booted us out of TikTok. And then I also found out if we just take a phone and go live on TikTok, it sends it to more viewers than if we go live through the computer, which is
Crazy.
I hate all this stuff because if you go live, it should be live. But anyway, so what we started doing is taking my iPhone, plugging in the little DJI Mic 2s to the iPhone, and then these microphones go to the computer for both YouTube streams. Anyway, long story short, you would think
it'd be easy.
You could log into or get on Streamlabs every week. It would already have the preset cameras on, and you would just name the stream and go live. But it never works out that way. Like tonight, I got in here. The camera wasn't even being recognized, so I had to this happens every week. I had to redo the camera and get it back on here. I didn't even look to see if the Zoom P4 mixer was on there, and it wasn't. When we first got on here, everybody saying, we can't hear you, because it was trying to pick it up through the computer itself. So then we got that working. And then the phone is just going straight to TikTok. Here's my second YouTube and TikTok live stream hot take before I get to the Disney stuff. I hate that YouTube will send out our live stream to literally like 110 times more people on the vertical versus the horizontal. After this thing, if I look at the analytics, we'll have like not many, 12 people that have briefly watched the horizontal version, but the vertical will have hundreds of people, but you can look in the analytics and see they were just swiping, and basically YouTube showed it to them and they just kept swiping most of them, or stayed for 5 seconds or whatever, you know what I mean? And I hate that you have to sing and dance and strip off shirts and throw shoes and all that to try to get people to stay on the thing, you know what I mean? My whole point of this whole thing is to find people that are like us.
You just want to talk about Disney.
That want to talk about Disney, and if we go to Disney, you're curious about what we're doing, that sort of thing. And I know we're building that crowd, but I hate the algorithm of all these things, and you have to do certain things. Here's another example. This week, I noticed a video that I thought would do pretty good, hadn't been doing pretty good. And all I did was switch the thumbnail to something completely clickbaity that has nothing to do with the video we talked about, and the views have skyrocketed. And that is stupid.
It's great. So,
like if I'm talking about how bad are the crowds at Disney, I shouldn't have to post a crowd in front of the Roman Colosseum for people to go, oh my God, what is he talking about? And then click on, like, that's just stupid. You know what I mean? And we can easily make very poppy videos, but I don't know.
no.
I don't know. Anyway, that's my...
It's not doing what we want to do, though.
Right. We're trying to find our
peoples. Some more Disney adults.
Right. And so that's our thing.
Anyways.
Our stream tonight, after many technical difficulties. Luckily, TikTok didn't have to see most of them because we waited to go live on TikTok till all this other mess straightened out. Let me tell you this quick. Hang on before I even get to Disney.
Oh, goodness.
Here's what I want to do at Disney World, and it's almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hold...
Wish you'd have brought it in here.
One camera. I'd really rather it be an action camera or my Pocket 3 that I'm using now. We got 2 of them, though. And I'd love to live stream around the park and then just hold a phone and look at the comments. And I'd love it to live stream vertical and horizontal, since that's the way they want you to do it to get all this stuff. But without carrying a massive bunch of devices intertwined and hooked into stuff, you can almost not do that. So even in the past, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to pick one and I'm going to go horizontal because that's going to be our people. They're going to be watching on the TV. They're not going to be like just swiping or whatever. And it is again, completely crazy. We'll get 20 or 30 people to watch that thing, but I can turn it off and then switch it to vertical and go live for an hour and have 3,000 people see it. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. And there's no way around it because I don't control any of that. But anyway.
We are planning to go to Epic Universe, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait until they send out the season passes.
I don't know. I mean, we like Universal too, but my plan was to have already bought Universal annual passes, but then Epic Universe came along, and I said, you know what?
Might as well wait.
I really feel like going into 2026, they will add that as an option, and I'm sure it'll be more expensive, but they'll be like, you know, you can get 1 park, 2 parks, 3 parks, whatever, the water park. And I think we want to just get probably the lower tier of all 3 parks, and then we'll start. It's going to confuse things because on our trips, especially the shorter 3-4 day trips, somehow we're going to have to incorporate that in sometimes, but at least have a day initially that we go to Epic, or then maybe after we get used to Epic, we could go to everywhere. You know what I mean? I don't know, but we'll be going. I don't think it'll be this year. And like, there's a lot of stuff I really want to see. Like, I mean, I grew up in the Nintendo age. I had a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, the whole 9 yards. I'd love to see that world. I love to see the monsters.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
And I had watched all the Harry Potter stuff and got into it, I think, last year because we were thinking about going to Universal on one of the trips, but it ended up being, it was going to be so expensive to just go for basically a day or two. I was like, it's just not worth it. So we just stuck to Disney World. But anyway, we're going to get the annual pass and start making that in part of our routine, but it'll probably be early next year whenever they add that to the annual pass. And my feeling is they will go a while without having, you know, offering any kind of an annual pass deal, and just maybe when I mean, they're not going to sizzle down, but when everybody gets calmed down about this new place, I think they'll say, all right, starting January 1st, you can get that added or something. I don't know. And if they keep it the same, it's so nice because Universal, you can pay monthly and you can do all this stuff that would be much easier than coming up with $5,000 or $6,000 right out of the gate, you know. So,
Dan, surprisingly, his grandparents used to have annual passes to Dollywood like every year.
I still got some.
I have not been to Dollywood since I was like 8.
We need to go, and it's not.
And it's so close to us.
Yeah, it's 3 hours if that.
So.
We need to scope it out.
Yeah,
I hadn't been in a long time, but yeah, we need to check it out. There's just so much stuff. I would love in the Orlando area to end up with SeaWorld, Universal, and Disney annual passes, because the SeaWorld, or if you get the cheaper passes, they're like nothing. You know what I mean? They're basically the cost of a day ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you get some of the better season or annual passes, it also includes other like Busch Gardens and all this other stuff. And I don't know if we'd ever make it to all that, but
still be nice to have.
It'd be nice every once in a while to be able to include SeaWorld in the trip, and you know, all the Universal stuff. So that's sort of
that's our goal.
The plan.
It's our plan, our goal. But yeah.
But I've been watching today. You know, it was the first opening day official of Epic. I've been watching, you know, all the portals when they opened this morning, and I think they really toned back on how many tickets they sold to make it not too overwhelming. The only thing I think they're going to figure out is the Harry Potter ride is getting backed up 3 and 4 hours. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want to go there and say, all right, we're going to be here for one day, but we're going to waste 30% of it or 40% of it waiting for one ride. I just don't think I could do it. I'd rather walk around and make sure I've seen everything else. Although I'd love to see that one ride, you know, so they're going to figure out something. They tried a virtual queue, then they took it away. I think they're going to have to go back to it or something, is my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, Disney hot takes. I probably should have not. We
probably shouldn't have named it.
Probably should have done something else tonight, but it's okay. Give me a Disney hot take, because I have made no notes tonight. I did, but I don't know where I did with them.
Disney hot take for me. I think Soaring has the best attraction smells, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like Carousel of Progress needs an update.
How would you update it?
I feel like it needs to start in like, when did Disney open?
Which one?
Disney World.
71.
Okay, so maybe it did start around that time. Um, when did the Carousel of Progress? It's 19.
Carousel of Progress was actually made for the World Fair, predating Disneyland, and then that basically Walt was like, you know what? I'm gonna get somebody to pay for this. I'm gonna get somebody to pay for Small World, and basically after the World Fair, we'll just move it over to my theme park. So it was made in the 50s, and then
Okay.
it moved over there, and then it started in Disneyland. And for whatever reason, they said, "All right, we ain't got enough room. We're got something in my throat. We're sending it to Disney World."
Oh, I don't know. I just feel like it needs. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be updated. It's in that whole futuristic area. I don't know. That was one of my hot takes.
Here's what I'll say about your hot take.
Okay.
I think maybe they should take that last scene that was probably, geared toward like the 90s, where the oven overheat, and maybe update it. I'd keep the rest of it like it is, but that last scene, update it to very, very, very futuristic, like flying cars and crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Like a whole, like, future air. Like, I don't know. I just feel like since we're, like, in that future area, it needs to be more of a future theme. And not like the 19 or early, well, probably 19 still. I was going to say early 2000s, but that was probably later than that. But I don't know. What you think about my smells and Soaring?
I'm pretty much with you. Because you get a few smells on Flight of Passage. What else do you get smells on? Remy's.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't get as much
and then
variety.
Of course you have Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates.
Pirates is a good one too, but I still feel like Soarin' is still my favorite.
So when Horizons was at Epcot, it was basically a sequel to the Carousel of Progress, and then they ended up tearing it down. But so that was what year did they tear it down? I'm looking.
So that would have been my updated.
Mission Space. That's where Mission Space was at. It was basically what you're thinking.
Maybe it wouldn't work.
I just think the Carousel of Progress has got the history with Walt. I guess I'm trying to think. I'm off the top of my head, it's the only thing that Walt like physically designed. World Fair, Disneyland, now Disney World. There was a man killed in the assembling of it somehow or another. I think the thing started spinning and chopped him. But when we were on it a month or so ago, it got stuck on the third scene, and I was watching it the other night on another live stream, and it got stuck. So I think they maybe need to work on it a little bit. But yeah, I think I enjoy the little. If you watch, like sometimes they'll change a little thing or two for a season.
Oh yeah,
like in the
I have
background.
noticed that. Like they change it for the seasons and stuff. But
I think that last scene just should be updated, and it's also weird. Of like, you get to the last scene. Is it Bill? You got the same guy talking. When you get to the last scene though, he should be the grandpa over there by the Christmas tree, and it's a young guy talking. So that's to me always been sort of confusing. And there's also a kid. What's his name?
The son or the daughter?
The son disappears. Hang on. Maybe I'm telling you wrong. A little girl believed to be one of John and Sarah's children appears in the first scene, but is gone from the rest of the scenes. So, I don't know.
I need to pay attention more, I think, because I don't. I don't think I know that.
There she is right there.
Oh.
Sarah's in there like working on clothes or whatever, and she's standing there, and then she's gone.
Oh.
So I don't know if like a disease took her out of that time period. I mean, it could be. They could have.
Hey, it could have. Who knows?
But I love Carousel Progress. They did update the seats last year. At least I don't know if they've done them all yet, but they updated the seats. Just a nice little 20-minute spin
In the air condition.
in the AC. But yeah, I really think if they would just fix the last scene and make it like thinking forward to like 2050 or something, I think that would go a long way. Just in my opinion.
True.
My hot take is Disney Springs could be a full day, I don't want to call it park, but experience. Because
A full day.
you could shop. We got Disney. You got World of Disney.
Well, I mean, I guess if you go watch a movie or go and all that.
I'm just talking about walking around.
I could not spend a whole day at Disney.
You got
Springs.
World of Disney.
Okay.
What was that new place we found? There's World Disney. There's Disney Style. There's some new place we went in last time we'd never been before. I can't even think of the name.
We were
of
leaving
it.
though, so we couldn't. I can't think
You
of
got
the
the
name.
M&M stuff. You got the Star Wars. You could eat at multiple places. You can go out in the boat car. You got the hot air balloon.
I mean, I guess if you kind of stroll and don't book it like we do, maybe.
Because we're like, go. Okay.
And if you stay and watch some of the
Let me throw out another one.
piano people.
The People Mover is a top 3 ride at Disney World or at Magic Kingdom.
Top 3.
Yeah, I think so.
I could understand that.
I love the People Mover.
I like the people mover too. Joanna likes the people mover. You know, it was really cool to go through and be able to see them working on.
Oh yeah, they had the last time they had the lights on Space Mountain.
And you could see everything in
so
there.
we could see the whole.
And I didn't realize that you actually literally pretty much go through and they had all that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting to see where you actually go in at.
Yep. You give me one.
Those are the only 2 I had.
What?
You told me last minute.
All right, I'll throw out another
I
one.
tried.
We've said this before. The cheeseburger spring rolls suck.
Oh.
Like, I don't even think I could try them again because it wasn't like they might have had a bad day. No, they were just like frozen Hot Pockets that they slapped some sauce on and said, "Get on over to the parade."
Yeah, I didn't like it.
They were bad. Just bad. And then
But
they
people talk so highly of them, and I don't
I don't-
understand why.
I had very high hopes.
I did too.
We got 2 orders of them, went to watch the parade. I chomped and was like, oh my God.
I was
these
like,
are
I don't
good.
want this.
Let me try the sauce. And they had like a pizza one too, but it's really going to be like a Hot Pocket. They were bad. So
Oh,
I got another one.
Okay.
If you go to Epcot, there's 2 areas that I know this happens at. One is if you're walking in, you go past Spaceship Earth, you're hanging a little bit to the right, and you're going to pass Journey of Water, but about 150 or 100 yards before you get there, it always smells like
Yeah.
sewage. And I've also smelled it if you go over where they move the pin traders to, like almost to the where they have the Coke at. What's it called? Club Cool.
yeah.
Right behind Club Cool, I've smelt it before too.
I say I've never smelled it over there. I've always smelled it where you first said.
And they do have utilidors below Epcot in the front, in like Future World, under Spaceship Earth area and all that stuff, and a little bit behind there. So I don't know if it's something just where all that's getting piped off and somehow it's smelling or what. But we've been there a couple times. I've just been like, my God, this
It
stinks.
smells really bad. And,
And
for it to be like right there at the.
I've seen other people comment on it too, so there's something going on. But other times I've not smelled it, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's a hot take talking about smells. I love the smell of a Disney bathroom. I don't know what kind of musk they using in them things, but I can walk in there and I'm like,
Musk is not a very good word.
it's like a cologne.
What's your favorite bathroom? I was seeing stuff people posting. I like the one that's over there in that little tangled area.
That's probably the one I use the most because most time we'll be either going to like Haunted Mansion or back to like somewhere, and I'll be like,
But he would know the most because he's like, I gotta go.
I
gotta go.
You gotta
Gotta go.
pee. Because I'm chugging, I'm staying
But
hydrated.
he is chugging a lot
I'm
of
staying
water.
hydrated, but I'm peeing.
Yeah, you are.
God, I don't know my favorite bathroom. I don't know. The Tangled ones are not bad, but I think they're a little overrated. I'm trying to think of where we were at, and I went in one, and it was huge, and there was like nobody there. It'll take me a minute. It wasn't. I think it was the America Pavilion Epcot ones, if I'm not mistaken. I've only been in there once or twice.
Oh, over there in the little,
but they were
little
big
hole,
and not that many people in there. I think that's the ones I'm thinking about.
There was also ones that kind of looked like they were like genie-fied, like more of like a, I guess maybe not genie-fied, but like Egyptian looking. I don't know if that would have been over there where Aladdin and all that places are. I went into one of those, and it was pretty cool. But I still like the Tangled one the best, I think.
I'm trying to think. Let me tell you all this story.
Oh, God.
I need to add. I got a story thing I'm compiling. This one ain't on it, but it needs to be. I went in one of them things, and this kid.
Oh, Lord.
This daddy sent the kid into the stall beside me, and he just dropped.
I think you may have said this before on.
I don't know, but he dropped his pants and hammered down on the floor. There was poopies going everywhere, and I thought, my God, man. So I bolt out of my stall, and about the time I'm coming out, I think the daddy sees the hot poop hitting the ground, and he's like, "Boy, what are you doing in there? Open the door!" And the boy's like, and I'm just like, "Let me get out of here because this is wild. This is wild." It always
Only Jeremy.
It is funny because this happens a lot. Now I know there's obviously children there, and this, I mean it's funny. I'm not trying to like be whatever, but multiple times on each trip, you walk into the bathroom and there'll be a small child at one of those urinals with his pants and underwear around his ankles, just letting her hammer. You know what I mean? And I just think that's funny.
But yet, you like the smells of them.
Not of the small children, of the bathroom. That was awkward.
Another hot take: the tiki room. I feel like
So they updated the tiki room to the Walt Disney's Tiki Room under new management, and it was. Let me just show you a picture. Everybody hated it. Thank God this was before our Disney era.
I love the Tiki Room.
So they changed it back. Like here's the birds in it when they. Oh man, wasn't that?
No, that's like the bird from. That was like the bird from Aladdin.
I was wanting a close up. That's the old stuff. There you go. Like that wouldn't have been as fun.
No, that's more of like the bird from Aladdin and maybe they're both from Aladdin.
I don't know, but I'm just glad we didn't have to deal with that.
I know, but I like it.
It was only there for a little bit, and they switched it back. Here's another sort of hot take. I think I know it. They're taking some of these small worlds. I think the one in Tokyo has Groot in it, and that's funny, sort of. But I don't know that I want it updated to that. I feel like they're having to take all this Disney, these characters, and putting them in there. I don't know that they should.
Has Groot in what?
Small World is like. Let me just bring it up.
Oh, you've sent me something. I think about that where he's. No, don't mess up the Small World.
See, it's even called. It's a small world with Groot, and he's like all in it.
No, I don't like that.
I also found out that when they made the Haunted Mansion holiday stuff for Disneyland with Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, they made two sets, and the second set was supposed to go to Disney World, but they did a random guest survey, and the majority said, "We don't want you to touch our Haunted Mansion," so they sent it to Japan, which I almost agree with that. I'd like to see it, but I would hate to see the Haunted Mansion close for a month in July or whatever, then August through like January have Nightmare Before Christmas, then have to close another month to take all that stuff out of it.
Oh yeah,
just leave it alone.
Just leave it alone.
I'm happy with it.
Everybody likes it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it in Disneyland, but leave ours alone.
Yeah.
Also, just like they made the Hollywood Tower in California into Guardians of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. Don't do that over here. Don't you do it.
I would like to see it, though.
Yeah, I'd like to see it, but don't.
But don't do it over here. Although I don't really ride Tower of Terror, anyways. I might.
But the story behind it
Yeah, it's.
is cool. I mean, you got like Pirates of the Caribbean that was a ride that
Mm-hmm.
then they made a movie about it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Haunted Mansion. I like that. But I don't like that they got a movie and then they're going to try to cram all that into some ride and cram it down our throat. I don't like that at all.
Nope.
So that's it.
That is that.
We got no chatters.
Nobody's chatting with us. Does anybody on TikTok or YouTube, anybody there that has a hot take?
I still feel like I don't know if we should like the days and times we go live. If that's good, I would think Thursday night would be okay, but who knows?
I don't know. But I also feel like we say we're going to do a certain time and then it doesn't. It doesn't work.
I'm ready for a test track to open up.
Yes, it's going to be very soon.
That'll give Epcot some more stuff. I'm ready to see that pass holder lounge at Epcot when we go back. What else?
I'm so excited to see the villain show. I've been seeing clips of it, and I'm so excited.
When we get back in a couple weeks, Little Mermaid and the villain show will be going, so that'll be good. Muppets will be closed.
Did they open up the villain show for everybody, or has it just been
Cast
for
members.
just cast members? Okay.
Just cast members. We're gonna be. Oh yeah, Devin's going to see Cletus McFarland.
Oh.
And he also gave us the #1 gifter badge. I don't know what that means,
but
we thank you. Or does it say glitter?
Maybe it says glitter. Oh, it does definitely says. Wait.
I don't know. I swear I'm going to have to do like a.
We're getting old, and I'm already wearing
I'm going
glasses.
to do a deep dive into how TikTok works. What is? Oh, you got your hair stuck?
My hair got stuck in the microphone.
Lord.
Sorry if y'all heard all that.
So anyway, that's some hot takes.
Some of ours. Woohoo!
I think here's what I think they need in Magic Kingdom.
What's that?
Some more Tangled something.
Yes.
I don't know what. I don't care. Or either that or put like a Tangled boat ride. And it ain't even got to be as fancy as Tokyo, but put it maybe at Epcot. Or put it at Animal Kingdom. I don't guess it would have anything really.
Well, it needs to be at Magic Kingdom.
I know.
Because they've just got the whole little. Does she even do meet and greets?
Not to my knowledge. She's just in the parade.
I still feel like this might be a hot take for me, but I still feel like the princes, not the princesses, the prince, they need to be with their princess in some of these meet and greets.
Yeah.
Because I want to meet the princes. Prince,
Yeah.
would that be the plural?
I think so.
Okay, it just sounds weird.
I'd like to meet Adam, the Beast.
Oh. It says more likes.
All right.
Keep it up.
Something's happening on TikTok. We don't know what.
I don't know.
It's okay. But I think there needs to be
Anyways.
more Tangled stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's what else is lacking. I don't even know. I did sit down the other day and watch the last 2 decades of fireworks shows on from the Magic Kingdom, and I'll say I still think Happily Ever After is my top. But the Enchantment was good.
Oh, I did watch that one the other night. It was okay.
And Wishes was pre a lot of the projection stuff, but I mean it had its moments that were decent, you know. But
The Enchantment, that was the after hours one. Was that?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
they still do it sometimes. Yeah.
But they're done with after hours right now, right?
No.
I don't know. Maybe that was somewhere else. Disney, I don't know. But I thought I heard somebody saying it was the last
I have no
after
idea.
hours.
I looked them up the other day. I thought there were several, but I don't know.
I don't know.
But they I like Happily Ever After,
It's my favorite.
and I think God, somebody commented this in one of the groups the other day, and basically said Epcot needs to change their fireworks ASAP. And multiple people, I've always had this feeling, but hadn't voiced it very much. When they went to this newest fireworks show, I don't care much for it. I
No.
mean, if we're there, we'll watch it, but I don't like particularly stay there.
We're not going to do like
watch it.
Phantasmic to make sure that we're.
Yeah, but the one before it, this one's Luminous, and it's not like it's awful. It's just not. I don't know. It's just whatever. But they need to redo that because that's a good spot for fireworks. They could do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think maybe they just kind of.
People are not utilizing their water privilege, like all their water stuff. Disney, I
think
say
they
everybody.
put out there, okay, it's been a year or it's been 2 years, whatever it's been. Let's do something different because this is not. To me, it's not up to par with Phantasmic or Happily Ever After. I mean, and it's not even close. And I think I've said this 100 times, but they need to be keeping Animal Kingdom open late because they got Pandora with all that bioluminescent concrete and stuff going on that is very cool. Thank God we got to see it back at Christmas when they stayed open a little bit later. And we also got to see the projections on the Tree of Life, which was very cool. You can watch it from the front, the back, whatever. Just to see all that's cool. I mean, Animal Kingdom, I've said it and said it. They have got to do something to get some more rides in there. And I know it's not all about the rides, but I just feel like if they want to attract
more things, not even just rides, just more things to
use the freaking pond where they had the kite show.
By golly, George!
And they got 5,000 seats ready. Do something there. I don't care if it's simple. Ride Mickey Mouse around in a pontoon for 30 minutes or something. Do anything. And I don't know. I mean, Lord, they're going to close down probably early next year Dinosaur.
So that's one less ride.
Nothing else is going to be opening up before then. So they're going to get rid of Dinosaur and the Boneyard. So Dino Land will be completely wiped off the map. Then all you got is Pandora. You got the Safari. And you got Kilimanjaro. You got Expedition Everest. That's going to hurt it even more.
Yep.
I just hope when they open the new land where Dino Land was at, it is very
Encanto,
immersive and fancy. And I mean, they should go ahead and be breaking ground on the one next after that. I mean, they need some stuff there.
I agree.
Well, I'll tell you what will be opening the end of this year. Zootopia.
Ooh, that's right.
That'll be good. At least that'll be something.
That will be something.
Thank God.
I'm excited to see what they do to that.
Yeah, I hope it's... Well, with them only having like 8 or 9 months to do it, I feel like it's going to be...
Pretty similar.
Kind of similar, but I think Flick will be something else. You know what I mean? Like
Flick might be the little bunny.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. It'll be something like that.
I forgot the bunny's name. I keep wanting to say Hop, but it's not.
Is that it?
Is it Hop?
Hops. Hang on.
Zootopia is not one that I don't think I've ever seen it.
Judy Hopps.
I was close.
Me and Joanna watched it because I wanted to know more about it. But
Judy Hopps. We danced with her though at the Halloween or Christmas.
Something, yeah.
One of those parties. She danced with us. That was pretty fun.
Judy Hopps.
I am ready for the Halloween season.
Me too.
So ready.
So here's...
Is that the one with Groot?
Yeah, and there's just random groups everywhere. Hang on.
I mean, it would be funny.
See, there he is. Oh.
It would be funny, but I don't know. It just kind of takes away from the whole...
Maybe it's okay that they did it in Tokyo because that was not like an original anything.
Okay,
but
that's
if they
true.
were to try to switch something here to that, I'd be like,
No. We got to have our little hula dancers.
Oh,
where some of them
there's Rocket.
Oh, yeah. So do they still have like the music of the same?
Hang on, I'll find out.
Or is it more along with... I don't hear anything.
Oh, it's not going to play.
Oh.
Because we got this plugged in.
Gotcha.
I think. That's what it is. That's okay, though.
Oh, we'll listen to it later. Anyways. Anybody on the TikTok?
Another hot take that's talked about a lot is they need to leave Rivers of America alone. They need to clean up Tom Sawyer Island and possibly retheme it. And they need to
We were talking about that the other day.
they need to build the new stuff beside and behind it.
Mm-hmm. We think they need to turn it into a Peter Pan Lost Boys little area.
And like
That would be fun.
the treehouse, does anybody ever go up in that treehouse? We went up in it one time just to see what it was, and honestly, I think a half dozen times or more I'd walked past it and not even looked at it. I mean, I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what else they would do there, but I'm just saying, like, if you're looking at getting rid of stuff.
Oh.
I don't know.
And I thought we gotta look at something.
What you looking at?
I have
Another, I hadn't put a bunch out about it yet, but we did start working on a little t-shirt website called magicalmouse.co, magicalmouse.co. And basically all I've got on there is a thing saying what to do. You click on the link, it takes you to Google Drive with a bunch of designs. And for now, somebody could just say, "Hey, I want this design, and I got 6 family members, and here's their names," and we could shoot
I didn't know.
shoot you a price.
Sorry. I didn't know that it lasted this long. I had a vague memory of being at Disney World and seeing Barney. And there was at Universal, they had Barney and Friends, and they had a show called A Day in the Park with Barney, and it actually stayed until 2021.
Dang.
I didn't realize that it. And then they had Barney's Backyard where you could like go and play. And for some reason, I feel like that. No, it couldn't have been because that's at Magic Kingdom. I feel like it was a treehouse type thing. I need to look into more of that. But I vaguely remember seeing Barney at Disney. And also, they used to have a Honey, I Shrunk the.
That was where the Pixar movie thing is at.
And they used to have a playground area that everything looked really, really big, and like you used to look like
that
you
was
were
at Hollywood Studios.
Okay. See, these things are coming back to me. And then I know this was at I think it was at Hollywood Studios too. Minnie Mouse's house. They used to have Minnie Mouse's house used to be at.
I think it was.
Or was it at?
I think it was kind of where Storybook's at now.
Okay. See, I need to find all these pictures from when I was younger.
A Day in the Park with Barney.
See, I knew I saw Barney.
It was in Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone at Universal Studios.
Okay.
95 through 2021.
So it was at Universal,
there
but
you
still.
go.
Not Disney, but I just remember seeing it while I was in Florida.
I think that I'm going to say another year or two, there's going to be an announcement that the Simpsons are going to come to somewhere in Hollywood Studios because Disney's going to take basically their rights over and Universal's on the end of their stuff.
I am not a fan.
I don't know.
I'm not a fan.
There's nowhere else you could put it, though, that it would make sense. You know what I mean?
You said it'd be where at Hollywood?
Hollywood Studio. I mean, you couldn't put it at Magic Kingdom. You couldn't put it. It wouldn't make no sense at Animal Kingdom. It really wouldn't make no sense at Epcot. So you're going to put it at Hollywood Studios. I don't know where. And with things changing for the Monstropolis, yeah, something's eventually going to have to happen to the launch bay because it is a completely dead area.
And it's a big area.
That they're basically just meeting the old school Star Wars people that don't necessarily mix into Batuu, but they need to. I don't know what they need to do, but to mix them up, and get them together. And then Launch Bay is a big area that's probably needs to be leveled and something done over there. And I'm not saying to make that a big Simpsons area. And then it's kind of weird that you got the Pixar stuff over where like Edna Mode's at, but then over going toward Launch Bay, you got several
like Disney Junior.
Yeah, all that to me needs to be closer
and combined. And
so,
which I mean, I know that is a little bit different than the Disney Junior, but still, I feel like it all needs to. I don't know, but I'm with you about the launch pad thing. It needs to.
Yeah, somehow they need to combine the stories. I don't know, but they just need to be together.
But I mean, people
or put something right at between as you're coming out of Toy Story Land into Batuu on the right over there. Put something that could mesh in the trilogy Star Wars stuff.
Or over there where is it Star Tours?
Yeah, that would probably
Over
work.
Star Tours and going into.
But it's going to me. Star Tours needs to be a little closer
That's true.
to Batu, and you got. I don't know how this whole Monstropolis. I need to look at the maps how this Monstropolis thing is going to affect all that. But like, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm not looking forward to the Muppets leaving.
Me either. But I guess ready or not.
I think they should take the Muppets and take basically all the stuff out of there. Keep it. You could keep it the same. Move it possibly to like Epcot. I'm just trying to think, but there's probably somewhere in Epcot that's already got a space that big that they could very cheaply turn back into a Muppet 3D and make it work. Now I don't know how you would theme it into a country or a whatever, but like I mean, you got the
Well, the pizza thing is like a Italian.
yeah, but
You've got yeah, but I don't think you'd really want. I hope they put the Miss Piggy. I can't talk. Miss Piggy's fountain over at the.
Yeah, I hope they put it in front of
the
Rock and
roller coaster.
Coaster. I want to know. They need to put something in this Wonders of Life pavilion that's still hidden over there in Epcot, sort of beside Test Track Guardians area. It's this big old place. People snuck into it, and there's videos, and a lot of it's still set up like it was 15 years ago. But it's a still functional building that looks cool, that something could be in, and all they've done is block the entrance off. Like, put something in there. Just like, there's just so many hidden places in Epcot, just like where they're doing this annual pass holder thing. Was what was it called? Cafe Miradesh or whatever. It's been closed since before COVID, and this is pretty big space that you could
And
do
they're
something
just gonna
with.
open it up for a lounge.
Same thing with the when they have these festivals. What's the building called? Hang on. It's the wooden looking building where they projected the Figment stuff for Festival of the Arts. Hang on.
Oh, the
I can't think of the name of the building.
not create
Hang on, I gotta bring up a map. The Odyssey building.
Yeah.
The Odyssey building's a big building, and it's like, let's just open it up here and there. Yeah, I agree with Alice in Wonderland.
I agree
That's
100%. That would be a neat one.
That is a big one. There's several big ones I can't necessarily think of at the moment, but Tangled, Alice in Wonderland, all that. I mean, I don't know.
Because, I mean, they could do a lot of the characters for the Allison. The Evil Queen, or what is she called in the Allison? Not Evil Queen, but Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, yeah. Off with their head.
And then the Tweedle twins.
Tweedles.
And, of course, Alice.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot. I mean, I know they have the teacups, but still.
The Mad Hatter.
Oh, the Mad Hatter.
The White Rabbit.
Who else is in the villain show? Because I saw Maleficent. I saw Captain Hook, and I saw who was the other one that I seen? I can't think of it.
Oh, somebody's already got the full show on YouTube.
Oh,
wow. I'll just play it in the background so we can talk about it.
But y'all, I absolutely love the villains in the movies. I cannot wait for this show.
Well, I feel like this show is a feeler, a teaser, or whatever for the Villains Land that's coming.
Probably.
But in my opinion, they D23 last year,
Oh, I do too. I saw it the other day, the new villain spirit jersey.
I feel like, D23 last year, which was last, August. Okay, this is not blue sky. We're breaking ground. Well, they need to weekly or monthly or something be like, look what we're doing back here behind Big Thunder. We're clearing off for villains. All you see is the crane working on Big Thunder. Like, what are y'all doing? All right, so there's Cruella. Cool. Cruella's in it.
Yes.
At least this will give Hollywood Studios some more stuff to play with. And I think I seen where they're going that Disney Junior dance thing. They're changing it to something.
Oh,
I don't remember. We went couple years ago when Joanna was a little
That was
smaller.
really cute.
I've actually meant to go back, but we never. This has never worked
No.
out.
Never had the time because usually when we go over there, it's later, and like all these shows have already ended.
I enjoy going to Epcot first. If you got a day, you got to split the two. And since we don't, the Epcot fireworks don't really do it for us. We do Fantasmic, which really does it for us.
Oh,
So we'll go to
I
Epcot
got bubbles.
and then
Oops, sorry.
switch over to Hollywood Studios. We end up there later, and a lot of those shows stop going at like 4 or 5 o'clock or whatever. So anyway,
Oh, y'all, I cannot wait to go see this show.
I can't believe somebody's already got it.
I know it.
All right, the mirror's talking, so
I
probably.
can't believe they actually
there's-
let them post the whole.
Oh, I'm sure they probably wasn't supposed to. There's Captain Hook.
This one
seen-
was really funny. The Captain Hook part was.
So that's
really funny.
Sage from All Ears. He plays
Okay.
Captain Hook. Yeah. He's got a good little. Look, there's see they got the gator in the.
Yeah.
Thought that was funny.
That was.
All right, back to the mirror. Okay, now we're gonna go Maleficent,
Yeah, and then she pops up right there.
and then who's after her? Back to the mirror.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that's Hades. Is that Hades?
Hades, yeah, Hades. And you got Jafar. There's Jafar.
Okay. Okay, so maybe that's
And then I mean, on the
all of
projections, you got a bunch of them, but
God, I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that later.
then you got there's Captain Hook, Cruella. Then I guess they all do something with each other. So there's Maleficent. That'll be a good one.
It will be good.
And it's 15 minutes long, so that's not that long.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That'll be an in and out quickie. So I was wondering because somebody posted something about a schedule and it was happening a lot. And I thought, how are they going to do that many that quick?
And that's going in the building behind where Rock and Roller Coaster is at. Is that right?
It's going.
Because they used to have it blocked off where you couldn't go past that way,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they opened that area up. Oh yeah, the show. Yeah.
Sunset Showcase Theater's the name of it.
So yeah, it's right there past the Rock and Roller Coaster.
It's still hard for me to believe that there are still things not going again after COVID, and it's been 5 years.
Oh, I know.
Like the Little Mermaid, it was a Little Mermaid show before, and the sign's been up there. I mean, they've changed it now, but the sign's
Yeah.
been up there, and it's
That whole building's just been sitting there.
Yep.
I can't wait to see that show too. But lots of things coming. But too many things are going before things are coming.
Yeah. I was looking.
Club Disney. Oh, and also the Goofy thingy at the
Communicore Hall.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be called Goofy. Is it Goofy Core? Goofy.
Something
Goofy?
like that.
Anyways, it's going to be fun. That's going to be like a dance party. We're all about the dance parties.
There we go. There's the building.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, at least there's more stuff happening.
I really wish, and I mean, I know they had to do it because they needed to make more room for like all the other stuff, but I really wish they would have kept that movie thing at Hollywood Studios, the
Great movie.
the
ride.
great movie ride. I vaguely remember bits and pieces of that ride as I was, because it's been a long time since I went. It was like 2005.
It's hard for me to believe the evolution of Hollywood Studios. I've watched videos from like the opening few years it was there.
Like the MGM
I mean,
Studios.
they
And
basically made like the Little Mermaid and stuff there, like, and actually had studios there.
Mhm.
And now it's just I don't know how you describe it. I basically
and they used to have the
theme.
huge hat that was in the.
I wouldn't have liked that
You
because
don't think so?
it blocked the Chinese theater.
Oh, okay.
I think they could have put it somewhere else and made it work, but I would have been pissed off if they did that now.
You wouldn't have been able to see it in the.
And the big thing is, what'd they do with it? There's
Yeah,
places
where's it at?
you could put that thing in several places. Like Epcot's got all kind of room. Put it at Epcot somewhere. For 2000, they put this year 2000 thing beside the Spaceship Earth.
But I mean, it kind of works for like Phantasmic being. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it needs to go somewhere.
Anyway, but I don't know. I wonder where a lot of stuff's at. And if you look at some of these people that's went like backstage and posted videos, it is crazy to see how much stuff.
Hi, Leah. I didn't know you were on here. She said, please play in her Disney.
Okay.
I work with her.
Okay. It's crazy how much stuff has closed at Disney and like remained. They hadn't touched it.
Oh, I know.
And people, like, I guess employees sneak back there and post it on Twitter or whatever. And it's still like 15 years ago.
He can do it. He'll plan your whole day and everything.
Oh, God. You better be ready to walk.
Hope you're ready.
But anyway, I just think Hollywood Studios is so small to have so much stuff in it that you got to be strategic on how you do it. And then Animal Kingdom needs more stuff. It needs to be open later.
Mm-hmm.
And then Magic Kingdom, is Magic Kingdom. You're good. They need to get what's going on with Astro Orbiter. I got to look it up. My God, I've been asking.
I thought you said they put up the walls now to.
They did, but why? I mean, it shouldn't. It didn't take them but like a week to snatch it down. Why is it not running? I want to see spaceships orbiting. Rockets. News.
Oh, she said that's perfectly fine with her. Just plan you a trip. Y'all can just go with us.
How long are y'all staying down there for?
I don't think she's. Are y'all going, or are you just wanting us to plan a future one?
Yeah, I'll tell you what group I joined, and it is a VIP. It's basically, I forget the name of it, but it's like if you got, like we got 3 people, you can do the VIP trip with up to, is it 10?
I think, yeah.
It's just people looking for more. Oh, God, that sounds awful. It's like
hurts.
people looking for more.
Sorry.
Good God, people. So in other words, instead of spending $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a VIP tour and 3 people, if you had 10, it'd be a little more bearable. You know what I mean? But anyway, but then you also would have to give up. Like, what do they want to do? What do you want to do? So
True.
I don't know. Oh, they've got the post back up.
Woohoo!
I hope. I don't know what I hope.
I don't know what I hope.
Just like getting in and out of that thing as an elderly person, I about broke my hip, but I do enjoy the Astro Orbiter.
Just so y'all know, 2 adults cannot fit in there.
We didn't know that. And we piled in there, and they were like, you got to buckle the strap. And
We were not going anywhere.
You ain't going to get 2 adults in that strap. So we pretended to buckle the strap. Then me and Joanna did it again, and it was okay, but
2 adults are not getting in there.
But what was funny was when me and you got in there, we met 2 dudes, older dudes, that were friends or something.
Oh, yeah.
And, had met, and they piled into one.
No, they were going to, but they couldn't fit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were going to, but they couldn't fit. Hi, Stacy.
What's up, girl?
She said no for a future one.
Do what?
Leah said for a future one.
Oh, okay.
We'll do it. He'll do it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
She's got a small kid. He's like,
I can't hear you.
I'm talking to you.
Oh.
You don't have a small kid.
I just want the Astro Orbiter to be back.
It will.
And I want Big Thunder Mountain to be back.
Were they just repainting or fixing the cars at Astro Orbiter?
I think they took it down, re-greased them, all the inner workings got redone, and painted it. It's going back up.
Oh.
What is one underrated ride? One that nobody talks about at each park. Let's talk about Animal Kingdom.
That nobody talks about?
Yeah, that'd be a hard one, Animal Kingdom, because there's
I was going to say
few
Animal
right
Kingdom
now.
is not. The train.
Oh, Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
No.
It broke down, and they had to walk those poor people a mile.
From Rafiki's? Oh, my Lord.
They took them on like an employee back road, 1 mile. It said nobody passed out, and they toted coolers of water, but they had to walk them all the way back. So the train broke down and would not go.
Never mind.
But no, the train is a neat little ride.
And nobody really talks about it because nobody really.
Have y'all found the hidden? We have found some hidden Mickeys.
We have. Joanna is, her little, sorry, this is what she does. Her little lookout for hidden Mickeys everywhere.
Yeah.
We have hidden Mickeys. He's got hidden Mickeys. All
Animal
right.
Kingdom, Epcot, a ride people don't think about. I'll tell you, it's not a ride, but we discovered that Beauty and the Beast sing along thing in France in that big theater. Had no idea it was there. We also discovered the. I didn't realize. I guess I kind of did, but that circle vision thing in China, although it wasn't as good as Beauty and the Beast.
Those are attractions, so I guess those count.
And even the one, the nicer one over in Canada, Far and Wide, it was nice.
Of course, when we went to the other one, you weren't feeling.
Oh yeah, the China one, yeah.
He wasn't feeling very hot, so he didn't really get to enjoy that one.
Hollywood Studios, I don't mind Star Tours.
I was gonna say Star Tours. That would be mine.
It's never got a long wait. It's neat and interactive, but it's not too rough. I mean, and it's each, I don't know how many different scenes they got, but it's never like the same thing. Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen the same one a couple times, but that's because we've been through it a bunch. But it's always different. It's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
And then Magic Kingdom.
Ooh, one that nobody really talks about.
Maybe The Little Mermaid.
Maybe.
I don't mind The Little Mermaid.
Or the magic carpets.
I don't mind the Magic Carpet. I don't mind the Barnstormer.
So.
Trying to think of what else.
Can't think of anything else. She is funny. Sorry, I can't see. That's why I have to get up close and personal. But I don't know. I guess I need to text my mom and let Joanna.
Oh yeah, Joanna wanted to come.
She wants to come
hey.
join our live.
What about you? What do you have a an
underrated
ride you like? I don't mind the Three Caballeros, although it's getting a little bit of attention because it got refurbished, but I don't think too many people think about it.
True. Well, it's kind of hidden, which is what I kind of like, because that's a whole little world inside that.
It is. The only time, like right in the middle of the day, it gets backed up and busy, and you don't have Lightning Lane for Three Caballeros.
It is very underrated.
Yeah, we like
very
Star
underrated.
Joanna loves
it.
Even when it's busy, it's like 10-minute wait, so they keep it rolling.
And it's like, have you said this already? It's like each one is like kind of a little bit different. Like the one that we've seen the last time, I think, has been my favorite one so far.
And a little thing, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I hear her coming.
Here she comes. Oh.
Come on.
She must have been playing the VR headset.
Oh, yeah.
I can see the...
Come here.
Oh, my God.
I tried to make it not so loud. I'll tell everybody, hey.
Hi.
They were asking, why don't you tell them your favorite ride at each park?
Each park.
Let's start with Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Okay.
Okay.
What about Animal Kingdom?
Flight of Passage.
Epcot.
Living on the Land.
That's an underrated ride. I love
that. Is an
Living
underrated ride.
And Magic Kingdom.
Haunted Mansion.
Those are good picks.
She knows
Obviously.
hers. Obviously.
Stacy said, hey.
Hi.
I love Living with Land, and it usually don't have a bad wait, except for the holiday one did have a wait.
Yeah.
But it was okay. I don't know, like Soarin', I mean, it gets a lot of attention, but you can also get on Soarin' early and late without much of a wait.
True.
I don't even know what I did with my phone when I look up the wait times.
He said nice. You can look it up on mine.
I might can look it up right here. Hang on. What are you most looking forward to on the next Disney trip?
Everything.
Everything. Oh.
Did you know that Epic Universe opened today? Yep.
Sure did.
Maybe on our next trip we could go to Epic Universe.
We'll go soon.
We're going to go soon. May not be this year because we got all of our Disney trips planned for this year. But we're definitely going to go very soon. Oh,
Are
you tired?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's your favorite place to eat at each park? Let's go with Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
She was talking about that the other day. What's the restaurant that we went to last time?
It's gotta be the Toy Story one.
Oh, Roundup Rodeo.
Yeah, Roundup Rodeo.
But that's not what I was talking about. I
What
was talking about the one where we look like we're sitting in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What was the name of that?
50s prime time.
Yeah, she was
55
actually,
times,
but she likes
55 times,
Roundup
yeah.
Rodeo her the best. But she was talking about that the other night. She was like, "Mama, what was that restaurant that we went to? And those waiters were really funny." I was like, I can't remember the name of it.
What about Magic Kingdom? What's your favorite place to eat?
Magic Kingdom.
Let's see, your favorite place to eat at Magic Kingdom. You know what Mommy's is?
What?
Be our guest.
I love it too. I love Be Our Guest. I love it.
What about Animal Kingdom?
Animal Kingdom. That's a hard question.
I guess we don't
I was gonna say, I
end
don't know
up
if
eating
we've...
a lot of Animal Kingdom. What about Epcot?
Epcot.
Oh, there's a lot of places at Epcot, isn't there? Oh, I know.
Morocco.
You like Morocco?
Yeah.
What about the Space
Space 220.
Space 220?
Yeah, I love Space 220.
I really like
yes.
Garden Grill. I'd like to go back there.
Garden Grill was really good too, but I think Space 220 has been I think it was my favorite restaurant
Yeah, I
that we've
love
eaten
it.
at so far. It was expensive, but it was good.
What about Disney Springs?
Ooh. There's so many. Wait, probably that place that I don't remember the name of it, but
What kind of food or what?
it was very good.
Where was it?
loved
Where was it located?
I don't know.
The Boathouse?
No.
No.
It was that other place we ate at. I don't even remember what it was. I didn't remember what the name was.
Let's see.
It's not Boathouse.
What'd you eat there?
Do you remember?
No. I don't remember when we even ate there.
I got you.
Me either.
But it was that place at Disney Springs.
That place.
Yeah.
We'll have to. Next time we go to Disney Springs, you'll have to point it out. Oh, what about the dinosaur plate, the dinosaur restaurant?
Yeah,
That one
I
too.
loved it.
The T-Rex. That one
Yeah.
was good.
But I've never been there in a long time.
Yeah, we went there for your we went for your birthday trip.
Yeah,
Heard
which
that there's
type of
a
birthday?
secret magical experience in Animal Kingdom Lodge. Do you know anything about it? I don't think I do.
I'd never
There's
know
a
it.
there's a restaurant or two at Animal Kingdom Lodge I would like to try, but we hadn't done it yet. One of my favorites of all time we've done was the storybook dining over at Wilderness Lodge.
That one was really good too.
Yeah, I love that one. Oh my god. Yep.
But yeah, the villain show starts soon.
Yep.
The Little Mermaid show.
You excited?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
What else you want to talk about?
They say everyone walks by it.
What? I don't know what to do.
You've got him getting ready to go research something. Ouch. You stepped on my toe. They want to know, have you found lots of hidden Mickeys at Disney?
Oh, not really. 'Cause
We
they're-
look for them, though, don't we?
Yeah, we love them.
How do we look for them?
We just not like that. We just
I'll tell you something I had found out maybe a year ago, but she's not old enough yet. From Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can go out on a safari with night vision for a starlight safari,
What?
but you got to be
Don't be
you
so
got to be
loud.
8, so we're going to wait till she's 8.
Not too much longer.
But that would be kind of neat.
That would be neat.
They
something
start at
really
8:30 and
you
10.
really scare me a lot.
Okay. Well, you can't be so loud because these microphones, it picks it up. Okay.
But that'd be neat.
Mhm.
Did y'all
Well-
see her get mad at me? Just told her not to be loud.
I guess. You got anything else you want to talk about? Are we good to
Got
get off
anything to
here?
say? Or are you ready to get off?
Ready to get off.
Okay.
we I guess we'll get off here. When I started this thing, the feed was acting crazy. Then our microphones didn't work and all kind of stuff, but we finally got it working. But anyway, thank
And
y'all
Blue
for
Green
being on
Mountain.
here with us. We'll be back next Thursday.
Oh.
You have to do that real quick. Our TikTok's acting crazy. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
We'll be back next Thursday. We got some more videos coming out every other day, so just check them out. We appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye. You want to click the stop button on the TikTok?